All right, fellas, let's get it. Let's see what's going on tonight, fellas. I'm back at it again, only for an hour, but yeah, I'm not gonna be here for long, fellas. But today was a good day. I ended up being up like $1,000 and some change. I was just scraping some change, guys, but yeah, it wasn't too bad today, fellas. How did everyone do today? I let's see. Oh. I ended up pretty good. I ended up pretty good up today, guys. Um, I know I got off early in the morning, but I'm looking. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to look for zones here. All right, so let's draw some lines, fellas. Let's draw lines. So I'm looking at the 60-minute here. Let's go to the daily and see what's going on the daily. Let's go to daily. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start deleting all this stuff, guys. This is it's too much going on here, so I need to delete all this. Remove. Gotta remove this. I think there's an option for me to remove everything. Yep, remove all drawings. Yes. All right. All right, so what do we have here? We have, let's go to the 60-minute, guys, and see what's going on here. We do have, um, let's see where the bottom of this is. All right, so we do have, I'm going to go ahead and make an extended line here. I'm going to, actually not an extended line. I'm going to go ahead and make a region here, guys. I'm going to make a region here, and then we have one above it. We have one here, guys. So let's do here and here. All right, so we're in between the zone, guys. We're in between these zones here. So um, let's see what we do. We're in the middle of the zone here, so I don't want to see anything just yet, guys. Let's see what I can make. Um, after hours here. I'm not planning to take too many trades, but so this is what I'm seeing currently right now, guys. I'm seeing we have the MACDs right here, guys. We have the MACDs uh, pointing up. I do see this coming back down just a little bit, possibly, and then keep heading right on up, guys, to this zone here, this resistance. But right now, it's just so slow, guys. I want to see a pullback. Once I see a pullback, then I'll re-enter, guys. I'll go back in. But it was good today. I told y'all earlier today when I was on, I said look for shorts, guys. And y'all had that opportunity to get into shorts. I don't know who got in, but whoever did, if y'all made some cheddar, some of that cha-chang, guys, and good stuff, guys, good stuff. I hope everyone made money today. Um, let's see. I hope everyone made money today, guys. I really do. Um, we have FOMC tomorrow, so let's see what happens tomorrow, guys. I really don't know what's going to happen, so um, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, fella. So America's looking to renew their passport. We'll be able to do the online starting Wednesday. Okay, tomorrow online passport renewals will go live. I I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't keep up with with all that stuff. I'm just a technical analyst, guys. I don't read up on all that stuff. That's just too much for my brain to take. I honestly I can't tell you. All I do is technicals, guys. I just read on what's going to happen with at that moment at that time. So, um like I said, even if I just said it looks like we're gonna go up with whatever, it's still 50-50, guys. I mean, depending on what happens, tomorrow, um, I really don't know. It's still 50-50. So no matter what I say, or even if I knew the answer to that, it's still 50-50, guys. So I just trade uh technicals and that's it, fellas. I look at the action earlier this morning. I say look for shorts. As soon as it reaches to the top, I said look for shorts, and I hope everyone made money, guys. I did. I ended up with 1,000 and some change, and yeah. Let me see if I can get my mentor on. Let me text him right quick and see what he says. Let me see if I can get my mentor on. He knows all this stuff. He could tell you. He works at a firm, so let's see if he wants to get on. I just texted him, guys. He's a good buddy of mine. Let's see if he actually if he has time to get on, and then he'll talk about the see if I'll ask him about the FMOC, about the Fed cuts and stuff like that, guys. See what's going on, see what's on their mind. But right now, like I said, I just read technicals, guys, and I'm pretty good at it. Well, my mentor says I trade like somebody from Goldman Sachs. So, and he works at a firm, so that tells me something. I'm just going to make a couple of trades today, guys. I'm just going to be on for like an hour, and I just texted him and see what he says. See if I can get him on here. He said he's not able to tonight. Sorry, guys. So yeah, he won't be able to tonight. Sorry about that, fellas. Yeah, he won't be able to get on tonight. He's with his daughter tonight. So um, yes, he has his daughter with him tonight, so he won't be able to get on. But hopefully, maybe sometime this week, I might be able to get him on. Or maybe on the weekend. So if you are tuned, I'll be on the weekend probably and see if I can get a couple of um, financial traders on here that actually works at a firm without compromising their stuff, guys. Because we can't say too much about these people, and because they can get in trouble. So, bye. Let's look at ES, guys. Let's look at ES. See what's going on here. It's the same thing basically with MNQ. I mean, they look kind of like the same guys, but reading on the 60-minute here, we do have the MACDs above. I want to see, what I would like to see is just the same thing with the MNQ, guys. If y'all look at MNQ too, let's just reference this off of MNQs, guys. We're between these ranges right here. We're in the middle of this range on the 1 hour chart, guys. What are my, I'll get back to you on CLOV. Um, I can do technicals, guys. That's the only thing I can do. I'll do technicals. But right now, what I'm seeing, we're in the middle of this range. Depending on what happens after, like right now until tomorrow market opens, I can just read y'all technicals and tell you what where it's gonna go possibly. We are in between these two ranges, and just reference this with ES as well, guys. We are between these ranges, so this is the 15-minute chart, so I can see this thing coming back down here and still coming back up, guys. As long as this 7 and this 21 crosses over this 50, I believe we can still keep coming up back to that resistance zone. So this is ES, guys. So I'm looking at the same thing with what is it, MNQ, guys. So it's the same thing. That's what I'm seeing. And that's the 15-minute chart. Let's look at the 30-minute, same thing. Um, we want to see this the MACD. come up, and we want to see volume on this histogram on the upside. All right, for CLOV, guys, let's do some technicals on that. And CLOV. I think somebody asked me yesterday on Apple, and I told them that we were going to come back down a little bit, but I don't think they've got on today. All right, so I'm looking at CLOV. Oh, that has room to still run up. I would look for yeah, that has room to run up. That has room to run up. The CLOV, guys. Now, we still can come back on the 1 hour. If you look at that 50 at $2.98, we can get a bounce off that $2.98. So watch out for that, guys. Just be careful. Um, same thing with the 2 hours. Yeah, so I would watch out for that two, I think I said 298. And if it does reach there at that 298, I would look for long positions there. Uh, MARA. Let's do MARA. So yeah, for club, CLOV. I'm seeing upside potential. Let's do MARA, guys. Sorry, I can't show you on my screen just because I just haven't really messed with this a lot. I only do MNQs and ES, guys. And for the daily, guys, for MARA, let's look at the weekly, see what's going on in the weekly. All right, so we already bottomed out on the weekly. Um, we are coming back up. So if you're looking at the daily, guys, we are at 15.87 right now. Um, I'd say wait for a small pullback, possibly to 1450 or somewhere around that range, and look for an upside, guys. Because on the weekly, we are already bottomed out on the stochastic. So um, just see if we can if we can get like a bounce back down. Wait for it to pull back and then look for long positions on that one. But that's what I see on that one, guys. But let's see if we can jump in on some let's see if we can jump in on some contracts here, fellas. Let's see if we can jump in some cons, fellas. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So I'm looking at oh yeah, so I think it was yesterday I wasn't on I wasn't streaming, but I was in the markets though, and I made about $500 last night. So let's see if we can I'm not going to do NQs just yet. It'll be later on, possibly around uh maybe around 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning I'll get on. Let's see what we got here, fellas. Like I said, just remind yourself we are in this range here. We're in the middle of the range, so what I would like to see is a pullback from this range. Um, let's say a pullback to at least we do have some consolidation here, so I would like to see some type of pullback if we can around this area here and then be coming back up. Let's look at the daily. So depending on what happens here, if we find ourselves crossing over the MACDs on this, hey, what up, mids? Is that mids or MLD? What's up, brother? Hey, man, thanks for coming back, bro. Thanks for joining. If we're looking at the MACDs here on the MNQ guys on the daily, if this daily rate, if this MACD crosses over the signal line, then you can bet that we're coming back down here, possibly to this trend line, maybe down here, guys. So watch out for this. Always keep your eye out on stuff. So we got to watch out for this fella here, and we got to watch out for this zone here. These are just references, guys. I'm not saying that it's going to go here. This is just as a reference. So So watch out for those zones here, but it just depends on what happens, guys, tomorrow. It really just depends either if we break out of here or we break out of here. So let's see what we do, guys. All right, let's see. Who caught them shorts earlier today? Did anybody catch any shorts? All right, I'm gonna go to this 1 minute, guys. All right, we are coming back down to this 50 here. If the MACDs still keep pushing to the downside, I want to look for more positions. Let's look at the 3. Let's go to the 3 real quick. Back to this 50 again. I want to watch this level here, guys. I want to look at this level right here. We have a zone right here, and we have another zone right here, guys. So let's see if it comes back in the zone and if it does come back in the zone, I want to see either a bounce here, or if it does come down even further, I would get into long positions here. It just really depends, guys, on what happens on that 1 minute. And I want to see the stochastics actually cross over. So for every pull down, you can actually get in. I'm gonna go ahead and get out, see if I can get out. Sometimes it won't even fill. There we go. All right, I'm gonna wait for another pullback, guys. From what I'm seeing, we still have this momentum. Every time it does come down, I'm gonna go into a long position, guys. I do know that this area here is a zone. We have this zone here, and we have this upper zone, guys. So that's what we're looking for right now. And I am looking at this 50 as well as this what is it? This zone right here. So I am well aware of that, guys. So you just want to pay attention. Just pay attention. For every drop, you add. You add one contract for every drop, guys. So let's see what we do down here. Let's check out that 5 minute, guys. I'm watching this 50. I'm watching this 50, guys, and I'm watching this level here, and I'm also watching this. So we got to see what happens on that 1 minute. So we could either bounce off of this, or we can come shooting back down here. And that really depends on what happens with the MACD and what happens with the stochastics. So that's what I'm reading right now, guys. And this is very slow. Now, if you do MNQs, yeah, you're not going to really get anywhere. But if you do NQs and you can trade this, then you'll be able to make a little bit of cha-ching, you know? These movements are very slow. I'm going to go ahead and just get in one just in case. And then sometimes it just doesn't get you in, guys. Either you're just going to have to buy market and you'll be in the negatives. So, well, let's see what happens, fellas. Let's exit out of this one. I'm just going to wait for another pullback down. If we do get another pullback down, I'll enter into another position. What'd you do with your money? All right, so we are starting to run up. I'm gonna wait for a pullback and then get back in, guys. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. We still are on the upside on the MACD, so I still want to wait for a pullback though. I want to see it come back down here. That's what I'm seeing here on this 15, guys. What platform? I'm using NinjaTrader. But also too, I want to remind y'all guys, y'all should, if y'all are using don't just use just one platform. Get on to Fidelity, get on Webull, get on something that has equities on there, you know, like QQQs, Nvidia and all these other things, and watch those Watch those candles, guys. Watch those candles, fellas. All right, guys. Let's see what we do. All right, so I'm gonna wait for a little pullback and then I'll get TOS. What is TOS? Is that a stock? Oh, Thinkorswim. Yeah, any platform that you can, like any platform that is not based off, futures. Yeah, Thinkorswim. Yeah, Thinkorswim, uh, Fidelity, I think Charles Schwab. Oh, that is never mind that. I think they switched it. But yeah. So Fidelity, any one of them works, guys. Like if you do have one, pull up Fidelity. I use Fidelity and look at the charts and you'll see things on there that you won't see on Webull or vice versa, guys. I'm gonna wait for a small pullback, guys, and then I'm gonna get into a long positions. So we are coming back down, and so yeah, I want to see this thing come back down, guys. I'm gonna wait for a small pullback first, and then I'm gonna get into a long. Actually, I can actually get into here. We still might come down here, guys. If we do that, even if it does come down here, then I'll keep adding more because I know this thing is gonna run up, guys, later on. Sometime later on, it's gonna run up. We're looking at this 15 here. I can see it right here on the MACDs right here, guys. So we got to keep switching in and out, guys. We got to keep switching in and out of these charts of the story. We got to change. We got to read every chapter, guys. Like this can come all the way down here, fellas. And if it does, I'll be entering more positions on the downside. So I'm going to keep this position open all night, guys. I'm going to keep it open all night. I'm not going to go anywhere. This is MNQ, brother. MNQ. Hold on, let me put that down because everybody keeps asking me that. Or even before. I need to put that down on the actual title. It's MNQ, brother. Um, let's see. It says it right up here. What do you use for stop? I don't use stop losses. If you discipline yourself, then and if you've done this long enough, then you discipline yourself to know when to actually make your stops. So if it's going the wrong way, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this. See if I can. There we go. I am up, fellas. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. Needs to trade in. Needs trade. I'm down 900 on my 50K funded. What's your drawdown on that 50? Z? What up, Z? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. What is your what is the what do you call it? The your drawdown on that 50K. All right, guys, I'm gonna wait for a pullback and then I'm gonna re-enter, guys. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. What are you trading? Are you trading MNQs or NQs or ES? What are you trading? ES? Yeah, negative $2,000. So What prop firm are you using? Top Step, Apex? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get in, guys. We can still drop down here, fellas. So if it does come back down here, guys, I'm gonna keep getting in. This is the 1 minute, so I want to see this thing keep running up. So I'm gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till it hits this level here. MES, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, especially with those the little small accounts, guys, y'all should be careful with those. So I would say if your drawdown is 2,000, and I'm gonna make this as real money that I use, it's let's say that your drawdown is 2,000, right? Thousand is to only make 50 to 100 bucks every single day, or I would say 20 to $50. That's it. I would not go more. If you make more, then that's cool, but you should be aiming for 20 to $50 every day. And what is the take profit that when you pass the account? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's very tight, guys. This stuff is can be brutal sometimes, but it's very tight, guys. You just never know. Anything can happen after hours. But what was I saying? What is the all right, guys, let's see what we do here. Yeah, so for that $2,000 account, guys, that drawdown is really not a 50K account, is really just a drawdown what you actually can't lose. So so yeah, I would just my goal would be just making 20 to if you make $20, guys, if you make $20, let's say you make $20 and you make $20 20 times, how much is that? If you make $20 20 times, how much is that? That's easy, guys. But on my email, I passed it, but my M, I gotcha. All right, guys, I'm gonna step out of this one here, see if I can get out. If not, that's okay. I'll just get back in up here, down here. Um, yeah, you know what I would say on a 2K account, on a 2K drawdown, my goal would be making 20 to $50 every day until you reach up to that 3K. Or until you reach, higher. Once you get up to like 7K, uh, then you start adding more positions and you start adding one, you start adding another one and then another one. But you have to be careful, guys. The market is brutal. Today was brutal. Like I've seen it. I made 1,000 and some change today and I got off like at 9:15, I believe. I think it was 9:15, somewhere around there. I started at 8 o'clock because I had stuff I had to do that today. And I told everyone, I was like, y'all need to be looking for shorts. So hopefully those people, the ones that were in my live, didn't hear what I was expecting with my analysis. But yeah, be careful with that. If you're doing a prop firm, guys, treat it as real money. Treat it as real money. Go ahead and take your losses, guys. Don't take big losses. Go ahead and take losses, very small ones, and get back in later. Don't overtrade, don't over leverage, and everything should be good. All right, guys. So let's go. Let's focus. Let's get back in the game again. If we're looking at the 15-minute chart, we do have this opening. We have this spread here. I'm usually trade 3 micros on a 50K. I keep my. So what I would do is I would enter. Do you enter those three all at once, or do you enter it one at a time? My suggestion is if you do that, if you enter with a quantity of three, that's a very bad idea. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to blow you on that. I don't criticize people for that, but that's just the way you trade. I will not say anything about it, but in my opinion, I would just enter one contract, let it do its thing, see where it's going, look for a level, re-enter again, and wait for that break even to come back down. So that way, when it does go up to that break even level, you just get out and you save yourself from trouble. Uh, and that's what, that's technically what I've been doing, guys. If I see that I'm wrong, then, then I don't put in five positions at once, guys. That's just not a good idea, especially for a little small account, guys. I just don't do that. I wait. I read analysis and then I wait. I react to what's going on and I wait. All right, so we're looking at this 15 minute here. We do have this the MACDs. We are coming above. We still do have some volume here. The stochastics is still above this 80 zone. No, no, no. When I say contract, I mean like lots, guys. Like 1 MNQ. People call them contracts. People call them lots. But I do options as well. It's the same thing. You know, let's say if you're right now you're at. Hold on. Let's look at QQQ. Okay. So we're around here, guys. All right. We're around here. Looking at QQQ. This is the 15 minute. Let's go to the 15 minute on QQQ. At this range right here, we're at 473.99. Let's say if we go up, I would relate this to going up and I would put an option call if it was market hours, guys, and I would be looking at 476's strike prices. Or you can get in the money. I do options, guys, but I like futures better, guys, just because but we are in the middle of a range, guys. Carmen, Deer Slayer, what's going on? Dink or Sink, what's going on, brother? Let's see. So I'm up currently right now. I'm up 15 bucks. I'm just doing just small ones, guys, so that way y'all could see, the analysis that I do. Um, if we do see this MACD go below the zero, and we do see the stochastics go below the zero, what's going on, Zigzag? I see you. I seen you earlier. I think you were in here earlier. I see you. Um, if the stochastics do come down, guys, if the stochastics do come down below and we go below like 50 and stuff, I will be shorting. But right now, I'm still seeing an upside, guys. I'm just going to wait for another small pullback. I do see another pullback. This is the 15 minute. I do see a sort of a pullback down to here. If we do that, then I'll be entering long here. So you gotta keep your eye out on these levels, guys. You gotta keep an eye out. We're in the middle of the range. We're in the middle of this range, guys. So let's see what we do, fellas. Let's get into some more. Let's see if we break out of the zone. If we break out of the zone, I'll go ahead and see what happens. Let's go ahead and get into one. Get into a short here. If we do catch this short. If not, it's okay. And if it does get to this sell limit order here and it hits it and it still keeps going up, I'm going to look for the next zone to get in, guys. So that way my break even is half. I do start with 3, but having at okay, so I get out and keep a runner. Okay, I got you. I mean, everybody has their own little trading ways, man. I don't criticize on how people trade. I've seen people come in here and tell me, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you trade?" I don't do that to people, guys. That's just, you know, everybody should be helping each other here, not criticizing on how you trade. You're supposed to help each other. Well, I mean, if that works for you, brother, I mean that's all you, man. I'm just giving you my opinion on see, I could have called that short, but I just give you my opinion on, on what I do. That's how I do things. All right, guys, so we are coming down. I did not catch this short. Um, let's see what happens, fellas. We're at the top of this range here, so we have So look at it as ladders, guys. Zones are like step ladders, but well, not really step ladder. Just think of it as ladders, all right? You have zones here. If you're looking, if you have a zone here, let's say you have this zone here, you have this zone here. Now think of it as ladders or steps, guys. Think of it as steps. So each step, if you read your technicals right, you should be able to know when to short and when to buy. Of course, you do not want to buy at the top of the range, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes you will buy at the top of the range and it will bust, it will break out, but then a lot of times it will come back in that same zone and either keep going down or keep going up. Just keep it tight, guys. Keep these ranges tight and keep just be careful with how many contracts or how many lots you enter. You enter with, fellas, because you can over leverage very quickly, fellas. Very quickly. So let's see if we break out of this zone, guys. If we break out of this zone, I'm gonna keep holding this baby and then I'm gonna re-enter at the top. Uh further top. Or I can just exit out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of here, fellas. There we go. There we go, fellas. 20 bucks right there. Hey man, that's the 20. I can go get me a cheeseburger right now. I'll go get me a McDouble with some fries and a good drink right now. Just with that. But let's keep going, fellas. I want to see more. I want to see more incoming. Be investor, not trade. What's going on, brother? Welcome back. Oh, I guess they didn't want to stand. That's all right. Let's see. All right, guys. So, like I said before, think of it as ladders, steps, whatever you want to call it. We got this zone here. We have this next zone here. We have this trend line here. We have EMAs here. They haven't crossed. Is it, is this, what is this bouncing off of? Are we bouncing off the 7, off the 21? What is it bouncing off of? What are the MACDs looking like? What is higher time frames looking like? All these things matter, guys. So y'all have to pay attention to everything. Of switch in and out of time frames and do that for a month, guys, and y'all should be good. All right, let's see what's going on here. So it looks like we're about to break out. Let's see what happens. The next leg, if we do have a next leg up, I will be shorting again. Let's look at the 3 minute. We are bouncing off this 7 here, so what I would like to see is if we do get another pop up on the 3 minute, um, then I would like to catch some long positions. Let's do it here. I'm just gonna put here, I'm gonna do this. This is ideal for a long position, guys, right here. We have this little small zone right here. So if it does come back down to this little small zone here, then I will be going long. If not, and it keeps breaking out, then I'll look into some shorts just so we can come back into this zone because right now this is a zone. This is another zone right here, guys. Bam. There's another zone. I want to come back to this zone, guys. I want to see this come back to this zone. So we have to go back to the 1 minute. Go back to the 1 minute. Okay, cool. What do we have here? We have the MACDs. We have some volume here. Cool. The stochastics. I want to see the stochastics come down. Um, I want to see this touch back this to the 7 again and see what happens if we go below. So let's see what happens, fellas. Let's look at this 5 again. All right, guys. So we are reaching the a little higher. Let's see if we can catch a short somewhere. I wanted to pull up just a little bit more and see if we can come back and hit this 50 again. Or we might ride just that 7. We might ride that 7 again. I want to see it come back in this zone, guys. I'll catch some long positions. So this is a zone here, guys. This is just a little breakout. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can come back in this zone. If we can't, then I'll just wait. If we don't come back to this zone, guys, I'm just going to wait. And then I'll enter another short somewhere. Looks like we might be coming up to this area here. You'll have to be careful, guys. We come up here, this is resistance, guys. Don't get tricked. That is resistance on the 1 hour. Let's see. It'll be very risky to enter into a long position here, guys, but I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to take the risk. If I have to, I'll enter 2 more positions down here. Let's move this up just a little bit. As long as you're not leveraging on this stuff, guys, on MNQs, like so I have about $2,000 that I put every month in. So as long as you're not over leveraging on anything and you don't go under a certain amount, let's say if you have a $2,000 account, just don't go below $100. Don't blow it all, guys. You'll be liquidated fairly quick. Like when I say below $100, I'm talking about your initial investment of 2,000. Like you don't want to go below, like 500. Like if y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna wait, guys. So we did come back in this range. I'm gonna wait for this pullback down here, or I can enter another one here. That's why you have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful when when you break out of a range and you come back into a range, you want to catch these bottoms here. And my break even just came lower, so like I said, I am more than willing. We can still come back down here, guys. I'm more than willing to add more positions, guys, because I can do that. So I'm gonna wait for down here, guys. I'm gonna wait for pullback. I might wait to this 50 right here, guys, because we do have these two zones here. We have this step ladder here and this step ladder here. So I want to be careful right here, guys. I want to be very careful in determining whether I'm going to enter here or I'm going to enter 2 more here. This is where you want to get to the point where you're like, okay, well, I want to be safe. I don't want to over leverage. Let's see what happens. Sorry guys if I'm changing in and out of time frames. I just have to see what's going on. So I might just wait to get into 2 more contracts on the downside so my break even will get even lower, and that way if it does run up, then I can just get out. All right, let's see what this 3 minute is doing, guys. Let's see what this 3 minute is doing. Let's see. So we're riding that 21, guys. We're riding this 21. We're back in this range here. It did come down to this zone here where the ladders were at, this zone here. Let's see if we can stay above this this uh this line right here. And if we touch this 50, then we'll see what happens right there. I'll decide whether I'll get in or whether I'll just stay out until we reach to this bottom here, guys. You have to be careful. But I do want to see this thing come back up. I'm gonna hold these positions, guys. At least I will sell one later on, but let's just see what happens first. These movements are they're so small, fellas. They really are. You have to be careful. So this is like the middle of the range, guys. So you want to be careful. You don't want to put no positions in here just yet. You want to wait. Let's look at this 10 minute. So I can see a nice pullback down here still. Possibly to this what do you call it? This 21 on the 10 minute if we do get a pullback. What up, um, Juani Trader? What's going on? Thanks for the follow. All right, guys. Once this, if it goes past my break even, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get one contract out, just one, and I'll let the other one run. Or yeah, I'll let the other one run, and then I'll enter another one down here. If it does do that, if it don't, then I'll just wait for another lower this lower end of the zone, and I'll get into another one down here, guys. Back down to this 50, fellas. Back down to this 50. That's why you never want to get into this range. Once it breaks out of a range, you want to wait. You want to wait, guys. I'm not worried about 20 bucks. Switch out. Let's switch in and out, guys. You got to be in and out of these charts. You got to look at the data. I want to see a continuation to the upside, though. Let's look at the 10. I want to see a continuation to the upside from this. Let's do from the 15-minute chart right here. If this MACD touches a signal line, it would be around this area here. So UCO. Let's see what we got. All right. I'm looking at let's look at the weekly. Now, the weekly, it looks to me as if on the weekly we already bottomed out on the stochastics. Um, on the daily, we already crossed over the MACD already did cross over the signal line. So to me, I would wait for a pullback and then I would buy in. I would wait for a pullback, guys. A pullback at least to let's do 2484, guys. That's what I'm seeing on the technical side, guys. So I would wait for a pullback and then buy in. Yeah, but we do need a pullback on that one though. Looking at the 4 hour right now, the stochastic is topped off. So yeah, I would think a pullback and then buy to the upside. Yeah, 2484. Is that what I said? Yeah, at least a 2460, I would say, or that gap down to 2434. Like, like this stuff can go down there, but I'm not going to guarantee you. I'm not, I'm not. This is not anything can happen, right? So it can run up from now on, but from the technicals, from what I'm seeing right now, yeah, we can see a pullback and then go for long position. So that's what I'm seeing as of right now, guys, on that. Anybody else has anything any other stock they want me to do technicals on? All right, guys, so I'm looking at this three right now. We do have a crossover on the MACD. The stochastics is coming back down, but if we look at the 15 and the 10, guys, we're still going above. Uh, we're following this these two pairs, the MACD and the signal. We still have this spacing here. We still have volume to the upside. I have not seen no reversal just yet on the stochastics, so I'm still going to hold this position in. The EMAs did cross here, the 7 and the 21, so I want to see that 7 and 21 cross over this 50 and going to the upside, guys, but possibly after a pullback. So, um, yeah, guys, so that's what I'm seeing as of right now. If anyone is seeing anything or y'all think I'm doing something wrong, please let me know and I will see why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm reading. However, I'm reading these technicals, guys. I want to know what people have in their minds because I had people I had people try to call me out and stuff on some of these things, and and I told them the reasons why I got in, and I still stayed in, guys. And my technical, the way I read technicals. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a hint, guys. Go if you're using the MACD levels. Everybody and their mother uses the 12, 26, and 9. Now, the only reason why I have it up here is as an example. Yeah, I'm on NinjaTrader, brother. The only reason why I do this is because everybody uses it and everybody is familiar with it. I've changed my settings and I use my phone for that to look at my settings so that way I don't compromise what I've worked on for so long, so hard on for long. And but what I can tell you is if y'all go to Wikipedia, just do a little research on Wikipedia or research the MACD indicator, read on Wikipedia, and give me a reason why you wouldn't want to change your settings. Give me a reason why you wouldn't want to change your settings, guys. Like, I don't know why people don't do it. Some people do. I don't know if I wouldn't say a lot of people do it, but I don't know why people don't change their indicators, guys. I really don't. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, guys, so we are looking at this little pullback here. I will be getting out here soon if it gives me the chance to, and see what happens, guys. Um, I'm still looking for longs here, guys. There might be a really good pullback sometime. Maybe here, maybe now, maybe later. I don't know, but I will be getting out of one contract though, if it lets me. If it, 'cause I want to see a little bit more run up. I want to see a little more juice to this, guys. That's how I'm reading technicals, guys. I'm showing y'all how I'm actually doing it. Y'all getting this stuff for free. I will have a subscription-based website later on, guys, so y'all need to get this down. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this one. There we go. I'm at $26, fellas. $26. Guys, the technicals do not lie, fellas. The only problem with technicals is that you don't know when it's actually going to stop. We don't know that it's going to stop down here. We don't know that it's going to, like it's going to stop right here at this point at this time. We don't. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this one. Boom. I'm at $29.50 freaking cents. What up, sis? What up? What up, Willow 903? Lokes in the house. Um, yeah, guys, so I'm up $29.50, guys. This is nothing. I just caught a fade, guys. Um, let's see what we do, guys. Let's see if we can come back. Uh, let's see if we can catch another. I want to look for long position, guys. I see this thing running up. I see this thing running all the way up here to resistance. So I'm not. I did say I was going to keep it open all night, but I do want to wait for a reversal, come back down here and take these out, these wicks out, and then come back up. That's what I want to see. But as of right now, guys, it's really slow. I will be getting off of here in 10 minutes. And yeah, fellas. And I'm gonna be trading later on, possibly. I'm gonna be trading later on at probably at 12 o'clock or 1 or something like that and get into a couple of NQs, guys. But I am up $29.50, fellas. Now, if I was trading NQs, guys, I would have had a lot more, but I'd rather not do that right now. All right, so let's see what happens at this pullback. All right, sis, I'll talk to you later. All right, fellas. Let's see what we do if we come back to this zone here. Like I said, fellas, do not get into a breakout unless you're comfortable with it coming back down and possibly like, you get scared and then you just pull out. You don't want to do that, guys. That's why you don't want to go in with a lot of contracts like a lot of people do. They go ahead and they answer 5 contracts I mean, if it works for y'all fellas, I'm not going to criticize anyone or say anything about it. It's just my opinion. I do one at a time, and that's how I'm comfortable with. Your goal is to make about $100 to $300 a day with a good size account, and with lower accounts, like $2,000 account, you want to make funded or prop. You just want to make that $20 to $50 on a real account. If you have your own real account, yeah, $20 to $50. On a prop account, if you just want to take a little bit more risk, then 100 to 300. Or you can do $20. You can do 20 trades, $20 each trade, and you'll be good. All right, guys, so we're back in this zone again. That's indicating that we do have a resistance up here. Let's see what happens once it gets down to this zone here, and I will be entering long positions, guys. Let's see what we do, fellas. We might come back down to this 50 here. I'm not so sure, but that's what it's looking like right now, so it might not. I don't know. I don't want to buy this breakout, though. I don't want to buy up here, guys. I want to buy down here. I want to be a buyer down here, guys. This is too risky. This is way too risky, fellas. Way too risky, guys. I want to wait for a pullback. And I do this every day, guys. I do technicals every single day. Now, when I'm at home, I am on it from 9:15 until 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 10:55, and then I'm completely out. I'm out of the game by that time. But right now, since I do have stuff that I need to get done throughout this whole week, I will not be on. I will only be on from 8 until 9:10, 9:15, and then I'll be off for this entire week. Um, but yeah, fellas, I will not be back at my desk until possibly next week or until I get this car finished. So yeah, let's see what we do, fellas. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me All right, let me give you the exact definition of the EMAs, guys. The EMA stands for exponential moving averages, which is a technical indicator used to track the price of a stock or other financial instrument. Look, guys. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second, fellas. I need to look at this action right here, guys. All right, so it's a weight moving average that gives more weight of recent price data, which makes it more responsive to price changes than the simple moving averages. So to me, the EMAs, the way I look at them, they're just references, just like trend lines, just like fair value gaps, what other people use, just like support and resistance, guys. They're just references. They're there to just I'm not going to say that they're there just to be there, but I just gave you the definition. Okay, all right, guys, I want to see this thing come back down. I might go ahead and enter just one right here. Let's see if we can get into it. Come on. And see if we can retest this resistance zone up here again. If not, I might have to re-enter again down here, guys. But yeah, these EMAs, guys, they're just there for how would you call it? References, guys. Just like these zones here. I didn't get in, fellas. Look, I would have gotten a really good push up. It didn't get me in, so I'm just gonna wait. That push up was kind of big, so I'm just gonna wait for another little pullback. If we do get one, if not, then that's cool. I'll just wait, fellas. But I want to see this resistance zone either be knocked out, either we have an actual breakout or not. But that's what I'm seeing on the 15. But after a pullback, guys, I want to see a small pullback on the 15. So we might be able to get that. If we get below down this range here, we might go short. It just really depends. But if this 7 right here crosses this 21 and we go below this 50, then I would make sure I would retest this resistance zone or a zone somewhere in this zone. I would retest it and wait for confirmation to go to the downside because we could possibly get a reversal here, guys, since we're having all this resistance here. We just have to wait, fellas. Look at every time frame. Boom, boom, boom. I'm trading M and Q. I'm trading M and Q. All right, guys. So we broke out of this zone here. Let's see if it's either a fake out or a breakout. Let's see what we do, fellas. If it breaks out, then we'll look for a long position, or we'll possibly be looking for shorts too. Because I do both sides. I don't I'm not biased, guys. I do both sides. So whenever I get a chance, I'll enter shorts. Whenever I get a chance, I'll enter longs. All right, so let's see what happens, guys. We can try a short position. We can, but if it breaks out, we have to look for that next level, that next zone, and we have to reach that top of that zone and uh and try to get a break even, guys. All right, so let's look at this 3. We do have this trend line. We might break out. I want to see this MACD cross over that signal line going to the upside if we do break out. If not, I'll just wait, fellas. I'll just wait, guys. Let's see if we come back in this zone. Let's see if we can come back in this zone. If we can get a really good push down, then I'll go short. Or like I said, we can go short now and just risk it. We can risk it if we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and go short, guys. I'm gonna go short and see what happens. If it doesn't go my way, like I said, then I will, on the next zone up, on the next ladder up, I will be entering a short position. Let's go ahead and place an order right there, buy limit order. There we go. All right, fellas. Well, I have 2 minutes left. Um, that's it for me right now, guys. I'm already up 32 bucks. If it was in queue, I would have been up higher, but I'm not going to do those just yet. I'm going to wait at a later time. And yeah, fellas, that's it, guys. So if y'all are going to trade later on, fellas, I would look for, I would go to the 60 and I would say, hey, I have zones right here. Bam, bam, right? These are very important. We're in the middle of this range. I would like, if y'all want to, look at the bottom of the range, look at the MACDs. If you get a crossover MACD signal, and this is on the 12, 26, and 9, guys. I'm just doing this. Like my precision on my actual settings that I change it to, my precision on that is very close to accurate. So, um, watch on the 12, 26, and 9, watch this MACD cross over the signal line on the 60-minute or on the 15-minute. If we keep going above, still the same thing here. I'll just watch this MACD touch the signal line and then wait for a confirmation somewhere here and then move up, guys. That's how I'm seeing this stuff. But all right, fellas, that's it for tonight, guys. I have to spend time with my kids, but yeah, yeah, fellas, just look out for those and best of luck if y'all do trade tonight. But I will be back on tomorrow around 8 o'clock, and I will start my stream, and then I'll do some analysis. And don't trade FOMC if you're not willing to make a risk, because that's just gambling, guys. If you're gonna trade news or FMOC or stuff like that, then you're just gambling. So just wait till the action happens and then react. But I will be discussing that tomorrow. All right, fellas. I'll be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I will see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the notification sign, and I'll see you tomorrow.